What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This one is going to hit. Yeah, this is really relatable. Seriously, I was on my way home today. I was on my way home to make videos, literally. And there was an accident, right in the middle of the intersection. And it wasn't that bad, but there was two ambulances in the back of me behind the scene. And I just heard the sirens, and I keep hearing beep, 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 beep. I'm like, okay, maybe they coming, maybe they coming. But it been going for like 5 minutes though. So I'm looking behind me. I look, they still in the intersection, beeping at this truck. He's like towing. He was like hauling something. It was like a tow truck kind of, but them long ones. You know them long trucks? Okay, you know those trucks, but they have like those long. I guess you could call it a base or a foundation. I don't know the proper term for it, but like you could fit like maybe 3-4 cars on top of it. One of those big behind things in the way. I'm like, bro, move that big trailer. And there's nowhere for him to turn, though. So now he's stuck there, and the ambulance can't move. They literally have no choice. I see the other one trying to get through the traffic. I'm like, oh, my goodness, people. You can't make way and move out the way? It's that hard to pull over to the side? Now, people have this big ego in the U.S. where it's like, well, if the police are not on your side, it doesn't affect you. You don't need to make room or get out the way in any type of way. It doesn't matter where you are. The ambulance could be over there, or it says over back there and yonder, and you could be right here. You're not going to try to move out the way. It could be like over there somewhere. Move out the way. You never know the route they might have to take. You never know if it's clustered here. They got to move around and maneuver. Because it's literally what they had to do. They was on the opposite side of the road and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we in the UK. I'm like, I was like, well, they can't even drive on the regular side of the road because y'all are in the way. You got people standing right here. They injured. I don't know where the other people are. They still in the car. Where they at? We don't know. The ambulance can't even get to them. Today we'll be reacting to how different countries react to ambulance sirens international. So this is going to be, I don't know if it's every country, but it's going to be a lot of countries, various countries. Hey, might be your country. Let's see how your country do it. Because the U.S. sucks. Man, y'all suck out here for real. I'm talking about America. Y'all trash. Straight rubbish, bro. Move out the way. Let's see how they performing out there in China. Let me see something. We still in the same spot. Okay, we going somewhere. Never mind. China made it happen. If it was the U.S., I promise you, still be in that same spot. Promise you, sitting there stationary. India? Now, India got some tight roads, bro. Now, they be wilding. Like, they gotta, that's some tight roads, for real. Let the ambulance go. What's up with the gray car? Man, you tripping, man. Get over to the left.
And this guy is not ready to live.
Are you racing the ambulance?
Place for the ambulance.
What is he doing? Is he jaywalking? Is he trying to, what is going on?
And this guy is not ready to live. Place for the ambulance.
Look. No, come on, bro. Is jaywalking the thing in India? That was crazy, bro. I just don't want him to get hurt, you know? He's still trying to get by, and this car is still in front of him. Move that car over. It's not even a big car.
The ambulance is still here. No one's even bothered to make some space for it. I know it's tight, but then you can try.
That's them right there? No.
They're moving left or right. They're just right in front of the ambulance.
No.
And look at this guy.
And you had the audacity to cut them off? Why are you not blowing your horn though? And are you trying to make a right or go straight? Because this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, this is ridiculous. And these people still going straight and making rights and going straight and stuff. Either way, this is screwed up. Look, what are you doing? Nah, this ain't right. They need, you see, in India, they need bigger, more aggressive vehicles. Seriously, they need something with them big horns you could blow. Something that can match these buses and trucks. You know, the type of vibe, the type of energy they give off. That aggressiveness. For real. Get out the way. Get out the way. This ain't fair. And they're not even blowing a horn for real though. Why? You looking at what? Like you looking at look at it up ahead. It's all narrow and stuff. How could they basically turn and that's messed up. I would hate to have that job. Oh gosh, this is no better. Here we go. Y'all finna let me down already. See, we got some people understanding us. Oh, are you moving out of the way early like that? You must be aware. You must be. That's what's up. You looking in your rear view, you paying attention, you don't got the music bumping. This is somebody who's aware. Unless they're going to make it right or they need to be in this lane. If so, I'm giving you free props though, because I'm thinking that, you know, you moving out the way for real. You done cut that bus off. Crazy. I mean, you do something like that, it must be to get out the way for the ambulance, huh? Yet again, this Manhattan, bro. Nobody cares. Everybody get ignorant. You know, they'll cut you off, but they don't want to move out the way for the ambulance, though. Like, look how long it's taking. Put your blinkers on and move it to the other lane. What are you doing? You the last one standing, and they been behind you the whole time, basically, right? Don't piss me, bro. Everybody that moved out the way, and they been behind you the longest, literally. You the last man standing. You in front of them. They trying to save a life, and you are just sitting here in their way. And you have so much room, bro. You got so much room. Move. Another USA clip? No. I'm flabbergasted. You better poke your nose through there and squeeze. All you gotta do is poke your nose and squeeze. Imagine if that's all they had to do. Poke your nose and just squeeze through here. You telling me these cars can't move out the way a little bit? They understand the assignment. For real. It can't really go nowhere. It can't really go nowhere. What are you doing? You are the main reason. You can move up and go over to the right, and everybody could do the same. Keep moving over to the right. This is what I be talking about, bro. We got people like this that don't want to move out the way. Not everyone understands the assignment. Then we got people like this blocking off the intersection. Now, what if the ambulance, as soon as they made it here, yes, you go to make a right. Damn, we got 3 cars, bro. 1, 2, 3. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Blow your horn or something, man. I know y'all not talking through no megaphone or something like that. I know that's not y'all talking through the thing, man. I know you're not doing all that. I bet you this taxi is beeping at them and they've been sitting there for like 5 minutes. Nobody can move. Don't you see the ambulance right there? This better not be you beeping, bro. In the taxi cab. Because they be the ones tweaking, blowing that horn. Like, I understand your time is money, but you better wait. Really? No way. I don't know what's up ahead, but if ain't nobody up ahead, and there's enough room for him to squeeze, bro, I don't even want you as my EMS driver for real, because you not really driving like you want to save a life. I promise you I'll squeeze through this traffic. I would have been got through. I would never have to get on no megaphone. I promise y'all. No, I promise you I'd never have to get on no megaphone. I'm so serious. I'm getting through that. I'm getting through that 100%. See, they're just not aggressive enough. You know, you thinking about the vehicle being a liability. Screw the vehicle. Bro, I'm charging it to the hospital. Come on, let's go. We getting through this traffic. You know, I take my chances. I'm not gonna bump no vehicle. I take my chances for real. We gotta go. If I bump you, oh well, it means you didn't want to move out the way enough, and that's what happened. Because them EMS drivers are crazy drivers. They are nice behind the wheel. If they hit you, I mean, humans make mistakes, but if they hit you, 9 times out of 10, your behind was in the way, or you jerked it. You know, you panicked and you got in front of them, or you just refused to move over like how some people was doing. So they try to squeeze and end up scratching you or bumping you. Well, this is an emergency. We don't have time to pull over and share insurance information and shit. Excuse me for my language, guys. I'm getting pissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have time for that. We got to go. Like I said, charge it to the hospital. You don't want me as no EMS driver. I'm not following the rules within my occupation. Out there, boy, I'm trying to save a life. I might get MVP or something for the hospital the way I'm out there performing. What? Are you crazy? We would never just be sitting there like that, bro. Nice. Now this is Poland, man. Poland, okay, they doing their thing out in Poland. Everybody is moving out the way. This is nice. Look at how we just getting through this, man. You see how easy this is? How it should. Oh, nice break in the intersection. I'm talking about straight blowing the horn, hands glued to it as we go. Okay. Nice. This is nice. This is nice. Another thing I noticed is that in these other countries, they got bigger roads, man. Well, except India. Nah, I'm not going to say all the countries, though, because India, you're cooked. You might as well buy a motorcycle or something out there. You're going to maneuver easier. If I was out in India, I'd definitely have a bike or something, you know, narrow roads and stuff. No. And they so narrow, they not even one way. They were so narrow, and they were still rocking like 3 intersections on both sides. I'm like, how does that even make sense? Making their own lanes at this point, bro.
And so the ambulance has gone into that lane purely because it needs to do something, as in...
This is an ambulance. Why is an ambulance going through a toll? I'm no expert, you know? I don't know too much about Japan, but that's a toll. That's a toll, bro. The ambulance got to go through the toll. You what? Y'all violated with that one? Okay, maybe they got like some type of cards, or is it cash they gotta pay, bro? If it's currency, that's wild. What? Or is it a card like they gotta show? Either way, you slowing us down. I'm charging it to the hospital. We gotta keep pushing. They do things differently out there, though. You know, in the U.S., I know for sure I'll get away with it for breaking those rules. You know. What they gonna do? Send a bill to the hospital? Go take a picture of the ambulance plate? Cool. Or they might ask who was driving the vehicle around that time and then specifically identify the person. But I'm giving them reasons. I'm saving life. I'm EMS. Leave me alone. Talking about let the hospital pay it. Ambulance having to pay a toll is wild.
Ambulance has gone into that lane purely because it needs to do something, as in it needs to pay a fee or it has to give a card or something like that. Can you imagine it?
Can you imagine?
You've been picked up by this ambulance because you're dying or you got some serious accident and you have to stop to pay tolls. We just went through the toll gate there and it's not for another 3 or 4.
That's to the point where, bro, how are y'all moving quicker than the ambulance? They came up with it like, wait, You got money on you? What if it's currency and they ain't got no money on them? What if they don't got their toll card on them? Well, as an EMS worker working in Japan, I think you should have it. You probably know what you're up against, but I gotta stop calling these workers EMS drivers and stuff for every country. That's just the term I'm going with, my little American term. But like for each country, I do not know. Paramedics. Should we say? Should I go with paramedics instead of EMS drivers?
We just went through the toll gate there, and it's not for another 3 or 4 kilometers down the road before the ambulance will catch us.
That's crazy.
But I was just mind-blowing that they would have to stop to pay a fee. Whether or not they have to give a card saying, hey, charge it to this card, or they actually have to, find the 630 yen that's needed or something like that, to go through, or whatever it is. The point is that they had to slow down and stop.
Germany. I think I've seen this video before, actually. Hold on. There was, I'm gonna let it play, but I think I've seen this one before. I think, yeah, this looks really familiar. Really impressed me, though. Serious. Look. Everybody making way. They was trying their best to find an appropriate place. They obviously could have pulled to the right and pulled right next to a car, but at the same time, they're trying to follow the rules and pull over to a appropriate lane, in an appropriate spot. And that's just the common sense and not folding under pressure. So I respect them. They still got out the way. They was just trying to find the next spot and fill in. Respect. Some people might be watching. It's like, move over. Okay, you could beg to differ. They could have. Maybe they could have, But we're looking at this from a first-person point of view. The camera's inside of the ambulance, and we can't see their view because we don't got no camera inside their car. We don't know how close and how narrow the road really was. Now, this might be the Autobahn. Is this the Autobahn? I'm not too sure. This might be the Autobahn. If it is, there's enough room. But in that certain situation, the camera be having everything look a little weird, Things might be closer than what they seem on camera. I'm just saying. Things might be closer than what they seem on camera. We just trying to be safe, but what matters is we got out the way. Look at all this road for us to stretch now. Beautiful. Nice. Look at all this road. Open road, bro. I tell you, man, this video satisfied me but triggered me at the same time. I'm getting hot. I'm sweating. If you heard beep in the background, it was me turning my fan on. I had to turn my fan on, man. Seriously. And I wasn't even hot. And it's about like 80 degrees, literally. And I'm not even hot until like watching this video. Like every time I get pissed, I start getting hot. Summertime coming back around. Here we go. I guess it's time to start wearing little hoodies and stuff. It's over with. For real. Especially if I'm going to be reacting to videos like this. Oh, no. Man, I got to put some tank tops on or something. Yeah, which I be calling tank tops in your country. Let me know. I'm over here saying tank tops, and people are probably like, what is that? I don't know if you come from another country. There are so many countries out there. Maybe you don't call it a tank top. It's called something else. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions and experiences if you happen to see, scenarios like this in public, whether it was good or bad, successful or unsuccessful. Share it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today to react to how different countries react to ambulance sirens. International. So far, I want to say all of the countries besides India, Japan, and the US. did not satisfy me. You know, Japan, I know people move out the way and everything, but just the toll part, like, really? Just I'm not a fan of that toll part, you know? I'm not a fan of that, seriously. Why can't it be like a system where they clock the vehicle or the plate and just charge it to the, charge it to the hospital, or let that driver pay, let them pay it later, you know? Nah, charge it to the hospital because you're on the clock. Facts. It should be charged to the hospital. India, the roads are so narrow, but that one driver, he the reason why I said I ain't like the India one either. He the reason, because he won't move out the way. Well, there was multiple people, and it's just ignorance. You're in a rush to go where? We in traffic. Where you in a rush to go to? In the U.S., just as normal, just pissing me off as normal. It's just the usual. This is Manhattan, bro. Everybody treat everybody like this, not just the EMS paramedic workers. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult to get by in Manhattan. Trying to really drive through there, you need a bike, a bicycle, a motorcycle. You need that moped. You need something. Skateboard. Your 2 feet, or maybe go take the subway or something. Go take the subway. You'll have a better chance making it to your destination sooner. It's a shame that the paramedics got to go through that. They're not even blowing on the horn really, and there's some scenarios where they literally can't go nowhere, so they don't blow the horn. It's like we are literally boxed in where we're gonna go, and I'm like, I don't understand. That's people in the U.S. And like I said, this is like the unity. The unity in other countries is deeper. People understand more and more together. I'm not saying all countries. When it comes to the U.S., there's zero unity. Zero. You see that the sports games and stuff, nobody gets together. We don't do the chants together. We're not synchronized. None of that. It's never like that ever. We never come together when we really need to. Never. Unless, and when we do come together, when people in America do come together, it's for something stupid. It's for something stupid. I bet you they get together and go boycott us out of nowhere. Do something for like a sport event or anything, or on a day off, go chant, march. But they can't simply take the time to move out the way for the ambulance, or simply reroute their directions because, an ambulance trying to get by. It's not hard to get back in your lane. It's not hard to use the blinker. It's not hard at all. Why are people so ignorant? It's why I haven't been to the city in a minute, because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. And frankly, bro, I don't got time for the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I don't miss it at all. I'm not a fan of it because that's not who I am. Was I born from the place? Do I come from New York? Yes. But am I ignorant? Am I like that? No. I'm just a different breed, man. And not everyone from there is like that, But it's like you could definitely make a way. We have, and I'm not saying, I'm not trying to bash everyone in those videos, but I'm saying they definitely could have made a way, made it possible, the slightest, to move out the way and make it a little bit possible, at least give a little hope for the ambulance drivers. Let me know. Please share your honest thoughts and opinions. What countries made you proud, and what other countries disappointed you? Was you like behind the screen, like, bro, what do you do? Move out the way? You know what I'm saying? Go crazy like me. It's hot. I gotta take this hoodie off now. I love y'all. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.